Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. And apparently Nafa, we are really glad to have all of you here. It was another quite busy month for me, but finally I'm back and I have prepared something new for you. This will be a new chapter, new playlist on this channel, where we will be familiarizing ourselves and messing around with AI agent named Hermes. Hermes?
Hermes.
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 Hermes. Okay, AI agent named Hermes. AI is already quite a big part of our day-to-day life and it's growing really fast. I bet many of you are still using it mostly as a chat for different things. This is basically how I was using it all the time. For already quite a while, I see the growing number of posts and videos in different social networks related to AI agents, and suddenly I realized that I am procrastinating for way too long on them. So, not to be left behind this AI bullet train, I started to dive more into this topic, and I'm inviting you to join me in this process. When I started this channel, there was no main idea behind. It was just an attempt to try myself in content creation. However, thanks a lot to you, that idea started to grow on its own, and it's about helping people with either just a little bit of experience or without experience at all to get into the different technical subjects. Today's video is not an exception and meant just to introduce to Hermes AI agent so you can start playing with it on your own. Meanwhile, I am preparing something new and interesting to share with you. For those who already have some experience with AI agents, I'm afraid this video would not be that interesting for you. But if you are watching this, I would like to ask you to share in the comment section some tips and tricks or maybe something worth to take a look at. Okay, with that said, let's jump into it. What is Hermes agent? You can think of it as an artificial brain that holds memory, context, goals, and ability to plan things across the time. We will be connecting AI models to it. Connected AI models like Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. They act like language center and reasoning engine of this brain, basically giving it an ability to communicate and think. This brain would require some skills to perform certain tasks, and these skills our artificial brain will be getting. It's exactly like in Matrix movie when operator loaded kung fu knowledge into Neo, and you will be able to get those skills either from huge library of already existing skills or create your own. Skill concept is not really a new thing in technology. If you've ever used some devices like Amazon Alexa, you should be already familiar with it. The main difference here is that you don't really need to be a software engineer to create one. Hermes has built-in skill creator tools that allow almost anyone to design, build, and load new skills into it. Another quite cool thing about Hermes is that you can choose an interface to communicate with it. From a variety of different options like Discord, Telegram, WhatsApp, Slack, whatever is more comfortable for you. Okay, now let's talk about downsides. Yes, everything else cool and free in the world, this tool comes with its own limitations. Well, not really limitations, but limitation. For now, I've just found one. I don't think it will be a huge surprise for you. It is very hungry for AI tokens. Basically, while the normal chat with AI usually consumes around 2,000 to 3,000 tokens per message, this thing can easily eat like 40 to 60,000 per request. Well, sometimes even more. And you most probably already guessed that this happens because it's not just the chatting, but also thinking, planning, using tools, read files, running code, manage complex workflows, etc. And everything in one go. There are some techniques that can help you to optimize token usage, and we will be covering them more in future videos. Okay, let's cut out this long intro here and basically proceed to installation. I will be running it on my old iMac Mid 2011 that I turned into the home server, and here is its characteristics. So it's 32 gigs of RAM, pretty old CPU, upgraded GPU, and I replaced HDD with SSD. And of course we are running everything on the Linux Ubuntu. Just for those people who are really new to this and might be confused with things that you can see on the screen, it's like apparently it's not a Linux Ubuntu, right? It looks like a macOS, but the reason for that it is macOS. What I'm doing, I'm actually connecting to the another machine, my home server, via SSH, meaning that I can just control it from another device. Now let's install the thing. For this, we need to go to Hermes-agent Nous-research.com. I will leave the link in the description to this video. So you go there, the process pretty much standard. Just find the platform you want to install it on, copy the terminal command, go to your terminal, and then just execute it. Type Y, that basically stands for yes. Provide your password if it's required. Okay, for now, let's just go with quick setup. All additional things we will be able to configure later on. So here, hit enter, copy the link. I click connect. Let's go back to the terminal. Now it asks us to choose the model. Basically, the Nous Research Portal kind of providing you already access to different AI models. You can see also here the pricing for them. But yeah, we will just go with the free one. Let's use this. Okay, let's tick all of the boxes. Terminal backend, yeah, keep current. Hit enter to set up the messaging now. And here you are able to select the platforms you want to use to communicate to your Hermes agent. I will select Telegram because this one I am using the most, but you are free to choose any other option. Here, let's actually go with the option number 2. We will create a bot in Telegram, and we will be using this bot for the communication. So option 2. Now, if you're not familiar with the process of creating bots in Telegram, you just go there, you find the bot father. I have it already here because I was already chatting with this bot, but just use search bar, find the bot father, and yeah, basically you need to select the one with this icon. In the bot father, you will be prompted to start the bot first. You start the bot, then you click open, and here you need to click create new bot. Provide the bot name, username, and click create bot. Basically my one is already created, and after you created one, it should look like this. Here is your token. You just can simply click copy and then paste it here. Now, we need to find our Telegram ID, and to be able to do that, it actually says what you need to do. You basically need to find this bot in Telegram now. Let's find it. User info bot. You can see that there are a lot of other bots that mimicking this one, but you need the one with exactly the same username. So click here, click start, and you will be able to see here your Telegram ID. So copy this one. This is basically needed so the bot can chat only with you. Yes, 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 yes. And here we go. The installation is complete, and to be able to check it, you can simply type Hermes command. Okay, yeah, we need to reload the shell. Okay. Hermes. Yeah, here we go. To check our gateway, which is Telegram in my case, just simply go to the bot you have created and slash, and you will be able to see the different commands that this bot can execute. And those commands are coming from the Hermes agent. Let's say, let's try with status. Okay, so it should show you the current status of your Hermes agent. Quick tip here, if your gateway is not working straight away, just try to restart it with the command Hermes gateway restart. And after that, it should work. Okay, now let's build something. A couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine asked me to help him to create an expense tracker. And since then, he was really patiently waiting for this video guide to come out. And I think this would be a good example for the first video of this series to showcase the possibilities. The task is really simple. We want to have just a table created in Notion where we will be able to store the expenses for the respective months of 2026. We want to add these expenses via Telegram, either by typing a message or by providing a photo of receipt or invoice. And it should identify the category by itself and fill out the value in the correct months. If you don't know, Notion is the free software. Basically, it's just an extended notepad. You can create your workspaces there, simple databases, write notes, and collaborate with other people. Now let's start with the simple database creation in Notion. So I have my Notion here. You can use templates that were already pre-created. Some of them are free, some of them cost some money. As you can see here, I was playing around, but for today's video, let's just create new empty database and let's define our database. So first column will be category. And for the next properties, we will be selecting the number type. Number, let's call it Jan. Okay, so here's how our table will look like. Another thing I would like to do is actually give this table a name, expenses 2026, and I want to publish it. Share, publish, publish. Now this table, or technically speaking, the whole Notion page is publicly available and you can visit it. Now, we need to give Hermes possibility to communicate with Notion, and there are two ways how you can connect different tools to AI agents. One way is an old school way, just by creating and providing API key. Second way is connecting MCP. Most probably you already saw this acronym that stands for Model Context Provider. Basically, it's more AI agents friendly way to connect them to required tools. To describe the difference between them, imagine you are visiting a restaurant and this restaurant has very strict rules. You must know what you want to order, you must show your ID card every time you make this order, and you must order only using specific words. This is approximately how connection via API key works. MCP, on the other side, is like smart restaurant. You can ask the restaurant what they have and receive an answer about all the things that you can do and order. You can negotiate and formulate your requests in different ways. And instead of the ID card you need to present every time, as it was in the previous case, you are getting a membership in this restaurant and everyone knows who you are and there is no need to check your ID every time. For today's video, we will be using old school approach with API key, and to create one in Notion, we need to go to app.notion.com/developers, go to Connections tab, click New Connection, let's give it a name, Hermes. Installable in nameless, it's my workspace where I have this table created, and create connection and connect access. I think we need to edit access and give it access to team spaces. Again, where my page in Notion was created. Save it. And our access token is here. Copy token, and now let's go to our environmental variables, and we will be storing our token there. To be able to do that, we need to go to Hermes nano.env. Here are all environmental variables. Just scroll to the bottom and provide Notion _API _key equals and paste your token there. Click Ctrl O to save it, Ctrl X to exit. Done. Now, the fun part. Let's create a skill. Again, there are several ways how you can create a Hermes skill. You can either create a markdown file with all the instructions in it and save it in the specific folder, or you can directly ask Hermes to create one for you, providing the instructions in your connected gateway, which is in my case Telegram. I will not be going markdown file creation way today. Even though this way would be much cleaner, I will leave it for the next videos, where I will describe the process in more details. Also, to create skill for you via Telegram feels a bit cooler. I mean, it's like a low-budget Tony Stark asking low-budget Jarvis to do something. I've already prepared some text to paste in Telegram asking Hermes to create a skill. So basically, it's just a description of what I need in a free form. As you can see, it's just create permanent skill, name of the skill. I gave it the URL where my Notion page can be accessible. I also told him that, okay, Notion API token can be taken from the env file, database name, and basically just short summary that, okay, these are predefined categories. What are the possible inputs? It's either text or photo. So in case it's photo, I'm asking him to use vision capabilities or OCR to extract the data from the photo. And yeah, a couple instructions on what to do if category is not clear or not visible, or date is not visible or not provided. And when the expense is created, just notify me in Telegram with short message that expense was successfully created. Okay, fingers crossed. It turned out I saved the wrong token, so I fixed it and asked Hermes to recheck it again. Okay, Hermes was able successfully to check the token and found the table we need to use in our expense tracker. Now, let's try to add something. This is the grocery, 1st of January, 55.50. Add expense. Here we go. Cool. Also, what's interesting to see here is that this skill is self-improving. The more you use it, the more it will be adapting for your style. Now, let's check how it will work if I upload a receipt. I have one here. So he should be able to find the date. It's like 9th of July. So, and I asked him to add expense into the category shopping. So now I would expect him to create a shopping category here and put this value into the field for July month. Oh, here we go. Shopping category and 38.53 from the receipt. Nice. Okay, this was just a brief introduction to Hermes Agent. Basically meant to encourage you to start playing around with it if you haven't tried anything like this yet. Agentic AI knowledge is something worth growing considering in what direction everything moves. And the good thing about it that this knowledge is universal. It doesn't really matter what AI agents are you going to use. The idea will stay the same, and I'm just proposing you one of the options where you can start. And just few tips before finishing this video. We connected only Nous portal as a provider for AI models. And if you run out of tokens there, you can easily switch to another provider that gives you some free tokens. To do so, just register an account and another provider execute command Hermes model, and then select any new provider you want to use. If you already have some paid subscription to some AI, you can use it instead. Usually they provide better limits. Also, as you was able to see that you don't really need some crazy hardware to start using it. I was using it on the machine from dinosaurs era and it was working fine. Or if you would like to, you can always buy some virtual machine. They're kind of cheap right now. Well, this is it for today. Thanks for being here. I'm always glad to receive feedbacks from you, so please do not hesitate to leave a comment. If this video was somehow helpful or you just want to support the channel, your like and subscription would be very much appreciated. And as usually, would be glad to see you in the next one. Take care.